Hey folks, welcome back to the bench. Well, yeah, another video of another old engine. This time I'm going to see if I can have any luck getting this old Briggs going. Now I think I looked online and I was able to determine, I think this is an older 3-horse motor. It doesn't say on it anywhere, but it does give, you won't be able to see in the video, but the numbering is on here. I looked up the model type and so on, and it comes up as I think a 3-horse. So it's not locked up or anything like that. So just as before, what I'm going to do is strip it off of this board for now. Or maybe I won't, because that's a pretty beefy board. That'll hold things in place. But I'm going to give it a quick cleanup, and then we'll dig into it. And first things first, we'll see if we can get any spark out of the ignition system. So let me get her cleaned up and I'll bring you right back. Okay, well, I did a little bit of a basic cleanup, nothing too serious. So like I said, first thing I'm going to do, well, before I get any further, I did take the water pump off. If you can see in the video, it's a Sterling made in Canada gear pump, so I'm thinking maybe I could hook this up to the old Iron Horse engine. Probably spin it good enough. I'm not sure how much horsepower this would need, but that might be a good combination. I'll have myself a little water pump for whatever I might need, like maybe for the pressure washer out of the water tank or something along that line. But say the first thing I'm going to do, well, is check for oil. Lots of oil. Looks relatively clean too. But I'm going to check for spark. And just like the last engine, this one's going to be, almost guarantee it's going to be points. But we'll pull this guy out. Another old Champion plug. This time I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to start out with a proper spark plug socket. That's a small guy. Let's see here. .5/8 spark plug socket. We'll yank that spark plug and see what we see. Now this is another, I think this isn't an overhead valve engine, this is another flathead. I wouldn't be surprised if it'll run. Got some same fuel as before. We can, oh boy, that spark plug don't look too bad. Just going to give it a little bit of a wash off. Got it cleaned up good enough. I looked in my junk drawer and I do have another spark plug kind of like that. Should work fine if this one's no good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze these ends in so it makes a decent contact. I should probably clean that out of corrosion, but I'm just going to put the spark plug in and spin it a bunch. Should be enough to make contact. And this one's going to be a little easier because it's a pull start. So let's see what happens. I'd be amazed if there's spark. Oh folks, I don't know if you can see it. This might be way too easy. It's got spark and it's got a good spark. Huh. Alright, well, got a bit of this fuel. I emptied it out of here. Put some back in my container to dribble down a spark plug hole. This might be a short one. Or maybe I'll take this carb off and everything in this same video, but we'll see. Might make that a separate video. I think I gotta go, even with the quarantining going on, I'm gonna go sledding tomorrow, which means I gotta load up my snowmobile on the trailer and get it ready, so. There, don't need too much in there. I bet she's gonna go. It felt like I had decent compression. Probably gonna smoke like a chimney. Alright, just gonna get one clamp. I'm not sure this clamp will be big. Oh yeah, it'll be big. Just big enough, I think, to reach underneath. Even the carburetor actually doesn't look too terrible. I'm gonna have to go get a different clamp. See if this guy works. It's not the best clamp for holding power, but probably help keep her from jumping off the bench. Okay, fuel in. Kill it with that. Let's see what happens. Let's see if she fires. God, did you hear that? This pull start's got a bit of an issue, but she farted. I probably didn't put enough fuel in. Let's try some more. Pretty sure I heard it. Never worked on one of these engines before either. Just the newer style Honda clones. You actually get it in the spark plug hole, it'd probably burn better. Alright, let's try her again. She's gonna run. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna pull this carburetor off while I'm running here. I'll just do a little high-speed video of it while I'm working on it, so I'm not yammering on. It'll keep this video length to a minimum. There you go. Gonna get this aside. I'm not sure, that must be, yeah, governor setup. I've actually got a Briggs and Stratton service manual. I'll have to look in there and see if this style engine is even covered. If it goes back this old. I'm gonna fire up my ultrasonic cleaner so it can heat. And yeah, this must be interesting. It's got to be the governor. I'm not sure what else it could be, because I think there's a, well, say I don't know. I've never worked with one of these engines before. So it's hooked up to that. Throttle blade, yeah, it's got to be some sort of governor controlled throttle, and you could just thumb this down to set your actual RPM is my guess. And that rod is kind of bent. I'm not sure if I want to try to take that off. Okay, so this is the idle screw. Just kind of screws down and holds the butterflies open. This looks like fuel screw because it's on the engine side. And what else? I thought there was a second. This must be just a drain. And it shows a choke here. Okay, there's a choke. Looks like in the airstream here. Yeah, okay, fairly straightforward, I guess. I'm going to take it all apart, make sure there's no rubber seals or anything that can get damaged, because I changed my cleaning solution out. I'm using some Clean Flow carb and metal cleaner mixed with water. And I've used that before just on its own, soaked carbs overnight, and it works fantastic. So I'm going to get this gasket off, save it. There we go. And you know what? It looks like a gasket, even though that's what went there. There's so much gunge on there. But okay, just going to count the number of turns. Pull that fuel screw out. Because there may be an O-ring on it. Half, one, about 1 3/8. Remember that. Might be an O-ring, might not. Doesn't look like it. And I'm just going to leave the throttle stop on there. Pop open this. Make sure everything is okay inside there. Different screw again. One must have been missing. I think I'll probably have some cap head screws I can put in here. Replace all of them. And what else? I'm going to take this off, this bar. Nice thing about videoing this is if I forget how stuff goes together, I can just look back at the video. Take that guy off. Okay. Not sure, but I got a suspicion based on seeing on Musty's videos that I may have to pull this off, because I think there might be the jet comes in at an angle. We'll see. Yeah, I can see the jet in there. Watching YouTube comes in handy. YouTube University. Ooh, jet looks kind of rough, like it's been someone's tried to pull it out and wrecked it. So how am I going to get this apart? I know he got it apart. I can see the tube. There it is. If you turn it, there it is. Yeah, that jet's been kind of seized in there. So we're not going to mess with that. Oh boy. This internal gasket looks pretty rough. So, real rough. Not sure that's going to be reusable. Oh, and a plastic needle. So you know what? I am going to have to go online and see if I can get a rebuild kit for this, 'cause I need this gasket. I can't really make one. I could try to make one, but it's not worth the hassle. And then I could also maybe get, or it might come with a replacement jet here. And then we can get that sucker out of there, maybe with a left-hand drill bit or something. But yeah, I'll have to look online and see if I can order something and see how quickly it can get there. So I'm going to stop this video right here. I'm going to throw this in the cleaner actually, but I'll bring you guys back on this. It's going to be a while before I check this thing out again. It's going to take a while to get a rebuild kit with the way shipping and everything is right now, but don't worry, I'll bring you back when I'm ready to put her back together. So until then, take care and talk to you later.